Let's try this again. Hello, everybody. Don't know what the hell just happened there. Just had to unplug it and plug it back in. My microphone, that is. It looks like things are working now. Please tell me my microphone is working now. Because if it's not, I'm going to be mad. And I'm going to be sad. But we're here. It's time to play some more Dynasty Warriors 5 Special. Now, last week, we played almost all the way through Zhou Yu's story. And then I experienced a nice little technical issue. And that was fun. Essentially, the internet went out here for like, I don't know, like 30 seconds. It was a very short, like, blackout, but for some reason when that happened, the connection to the Elgato was lost. So even like unplugging and plugging it back in, that didn't work. So like I had to restart my computer before like the Elgato was able to do anything. But yeah, today, hopefully we don't run into anything like that. I'm looking here right on my YouTube page. It literally says excellent connection. So it better stay that way, because we're going to try to play through at least 2 people's Musou modes, if we can't get through 3. It's a holiday tomorrow, so I can go a little later than my usual 2 to 3 hours. Maybe I'll go 4, maybe I'll go 5. I don't fucking know. We're gonna play, and we're gonna see how far we get. But I have something really cool to show off, because Chelsea is preparing for the Island Entertainment Expo, which is a convention happening March 25th and 26th here in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, and they have a table, and for the first time ever, I have merch that I'm going to be selling. It's nothing super big, but I've got a stack of them right here. I've got these nice little stickers of me. Okay, lighting. Maybe if I turn my ring light off, you'll be able to see it a little bit better. Look at that! Look at that sticker. Isn't that cute? It's really cool to see, like, the fact that I have merch. So I'll be selling those at Chelsea's table, along with their stickers and awesome stuff. Let me grab one of these. Ugh. Chelsea's currently working on a really good seller from last year. These little plush frogs. Oh my god, the lighting is terrible for showing shit off. Look at this little froggy. Look at this little froggy. And then we've got stuff like a Miku, Hatsune Miku coffee coaster. I believe they've got magnets and stickers of this design as well. There is also an Eevee coffee sticker. Here we go. This little Eevee. Oh my god. The lighting here is terrible for this. Look at that! Look at that!
Can you show them my first design?
Yes. So this was also a fun little design that they did. I'll just show it to you because this is great. Look at that. Look at that. Look at how cursed and beautiful that is. So yeah, we've got lots of stuff that's gonna be at the Island Entertainment Expo. It's gonna be loads of fun. Does Dynasty Warriors 5 hold a candle to 8? Personally, I think 8 is one of the best Warriors games, period. Not just Dynasty Warriors, but Warriors games, period. It's definitely up there. Patrick Pikachu is cursed to all hell, and I love it. That is the only acceptable reaction. Yeah. Yeah, there's stickers and magnets. Well, with that, let's get into the actual game, shall we? Mega Cursed. Alright, well, today, since we started last week off with Zhou, because he was in the thumbnail, I thought, why not change up the character in the thumbnail and play as that character? So, we're gonna play as Cao Ren, who I also haven't finished his story. And that's why we're playing on easy. Last week, I played on normal, and we ran into one issue when we were fighting against Lu Bu. But shouldn't have to deal with Lu Bu this time around, but I still don't want to run into any issues, so we're going to play on easy. Which also means that we should be good to have the speed scroll instead of, like, the tortoise amulet. Bodyguards. I'm actually going to... let's go with an archer this time. Yes, Cao Ren. Sorry. That's my mistake.
Shogun, 殿が退却を開始されました。わかった。
Oh, Dead Eyes, I absolutely agree. One of the things that I thought of that I'm surprised they never did in Dynasty Warriors 7 or 8 was release the classic weapons. At least with Cao Ren, he got his weapon back in Dynasty Warriors 7 DLC. And it ended up being his EX weapon in Empires. And 8. But, yeah, like, I was always surprised considering Dynasty Warriors 7 and 8 had a similar combat system to Dynasty Warriors 3, 4, and 5, and they never released, like, classic weapons. They released the classic costumes, which, if you release the classic weapons as well, that would be amazing. Cao Ren's blade shield thing is weird, but honestly love it. Dude, it's a surprisingly fun moveset. Especially, like, this one. Dynasty Warriors 4 it was okay in, but they really made it that much better in 5. I don't know why I picked up the arrows. I'd never use the arrows. Classic weapons would be a godsend. Dude, and like, with all of the remastered stages, why didn't they do that? I just don't understand. Just can't imagine Pangda without the big beat stick. I honestly think the big club for Pangda is better than the dual glaives, but I still think it would be cool to have that moveset, considering we only got that moveset for Dynasty Warriors 5 and Warriors Orochi 1 and 2. Same with Xing Tsai's Duodent. I'm surprised they've never made a Duodent weapon for Dynasty Warriors. So essentially my plan for Dynasty Warriors 5 is to slowly work through all of the stories, and then do all of the Legend Mode stages, and then start working towards getting all the weapons and secret items, because the only ones that I have Shahadun's and Ma Chao's level 4 weapon, and I have all the horses, all the orbs, and a couple of the secret items. And for those of you wondering, yes, Dynasty Warriors 5 Special has Extreme Mode and Legend Mode. It just does not have Destiny Mode or any character creation, which is stupid in my opinion. Like, why release a special version and not have all of the content? Spoilers for import report when I actually get around to making it for this game. Would love to really, or honestly, I just really love the unorthodox obscure weapons. Feels more fun than anyone having swords or something. Honestly, it kind of depends, because some of the traditional weapons, if they use them in an interesting way, could be cool. Like, Xing Tsai, the DLC Flame Sword for 8, having it backwards, that was cool. That was an interesting spin. Even though I would have loved for him to have his classic weapon. Wish created characters went back to being in the main line. Dude, same. Although I love just playing as the main characters, I still love creating my own characters. Especially like creating characters from other games, anime, etc. Why skip out on Destiny Mode? Dude, I know! What, like, who suggested that? And why did they listen to it? Who was in the meeting room being like, yeah, we're gonna release Dynasty Warriors 5 Extreme Legends. We're going to put it on the 360. So, the first time any Extreme Legends content is going on the Xbox console. How can we fuck it up for them in some way, shape, or form? I know. Let's leave out an entire mode that everybody fucking loves. God damn it. Maybe I should get my horse. I do also want to get like a decent amount of kills in each stage because... Oh, there he is. God damn it. But like, I want to work towards getting this game 100%ed, just like I'm trying to work towards getting every other Warriors game 100%ed. I actually booted up some 4 Hyper the other day. I wasn't feeling the greatest, wasn't feeling up for making videos or working on videos, so I just sat down and I played 4 Hyper for fun, not for work. Even though I was grinding, getting weapon levels and stuff like that, but slowly working towards it with that. It was way easier to get everybody's third weapon in 5 I've been tempted to do a video on how I got all of the weapons, or all the third weapons for all the characters without having finished all the stories. Zhang Fei the Mighty Drunk. I actually didn't like Zhang Fei for the longest time, and I forget what it was. I feel like Dynasty Warriors 7 Extreme Legends is around the time where I was like, you know what? He's actually a fun character to play as. I feel like I have more, like a shorter list of characters that I dislike playing as compared to characters that I'm at least okay with. Shuju is probably, like, gonna be the consistent, always on the dislike list. Trying to think, like, what other characters would I dislike enough that I would actively either avoid playing as them or give them a different weapon if I were playing as them in 7 and 8. Dong Zhuo, I don't like the bombs. Never really liked the bombs. Lian Shi, I don't like the crossbow. I know a lot of people do like the crossbow, but I'm not a big fan of it. I much prefer the Mandarin hooks. Definitely don't like his moveset until 7 Extreme Legends either. Something about his attack, ranges. Oh, I didn't mind his, well, I should say I don't mind his moveset now for Dynasty Warriors 3, 4, and 5. 6 wasn't too bad, but like base 7, just being a clone of Wei Yan it felt weird. But then his moveset in Dynasty Warriors 7 Extreme Legends was actually pretty fun. Why playing Japanese version? Because that's the only version in HD. I really hope that everything you, like, all of your comments are just a question asking why because of your name. Please, just do that for me. And your response to that request should be, why? Don't like playing as the Knives characters, Wang Yuanji? Yeah, that moveset took a while to grow on me. Warriors All-Stars, I feel, did it justice. I definitely wasn't a big fan of it for 7 and 8, which is one of the reasons why I did a Knives Only challenge with, I think I did it with both Lu Bu and with Shahodun. And then I feel, if my memory serves me correctly, I didn't mind the knives in Dynasty Warriors 9. Hey Mario! Welcome to the chat. Miss Liu Bei's mustache. Well, I mean, they included it in 9. If you played 9. And they made it his default in 9 Empires, so maybe in 10, his mustache will be back as like a permanent thing. We did it! We win.
我が野心の炎これ式では消えぬわ
Muffed that Warriors All-Stars doesn't have a Wu character. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised at that, but also not super surprised, because they went with, like, fan favorites, and I don't know, off the top of my head, any Wu characters that are a fan favorite, at least in Japan right now.
よく逃げ延びた
Like, I know, back in the day, Sun Shengsheng was the top girl for Wu, and was, like, the representation for Wu. But I don't know if there would be any characters that represent Wu, as far as, like, fan favorite characters. Stopped playing 9, unfortunately. It was a huge mess. Yep. Understandable. I wish I could say the same, but I am the guy that has it platinumed on PS4 and 100% achievements on Xbox. Not planning to do that on PC, though. Even though, like, the achievement list is relatively easy. I just don't want to fuck around with that. If I'm gonna play Dynasty Warriors 9, I'm gonna play Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires, which is arguably better, as far as, like, combat and stuff goes. And, not only that, I still need to complete, the achievements and trophies for that. I do see the potential that Dynasty Warriors 9 had. And I feel like when I did my review back in the day, I was kind of blinded by that potential. And I was like, well, we're going to still get more content, we're going to get, we're just going to get more and more as time goes on. And I was like, so that will save the game, and, you know, I kind of regretted giving it as high a score as I gave it, like, so early on in its life. It is better now than it was then, but I still don't think I would give it that same score if I were to go back to it. Yeah. Was it just me, or did you run a lot faster in 9 Empire? You do! There is no there's no sprint button, you just automatically sprint. And you sprint, with or without your weapon drawn. Which, in base 9, you could only sprint if your weapon was sheathed. Not only that, horses also sprint automatically. Like, you do run way faster. To the point where I said it in my mini review of 9 Empires that, oh, excuse me. I said it in my review of 9 Empires that, you know, you run so fast that whenever I've called my horse, most times I actually get to where I'm going before my horse gets there. Oh, excuse me. Cao Ren has the bear hug of death. Oh, I'll take that. Getting back on the topic of DLC for the modern games, I was always surprised that we never got, like, the alternate costumes from the past games. It was always just, like, the mainline costumes, because it would have been cool to get the alternate color palettes and the alternate costumes from Dynasty Warriors 4. And could you imagine if they also included the Dynasty Tactics costumes? Ten needs to go back to its roots with classic stuff in the game, like stages and weapons as DLC. They've at least already said that Dynasty Warriors 10 will not be open world, which is good news in my opinion. But on top of that, because I did see the potential of Dynasty Warriors 9, they did mention that they would try to look into exploring the open world game set in the Three Kingdoms as its own franchise. So that could be cool. Hopefully they learn from Dynasty Warriors 9 and actually make a decent open world, because it's not the fact that Dynasty Warriors 9 went open world. That wasn't the issue. The issue was that the open world was shit. Like, they could have done so much more. Gave us way more side quests, not just the ones that are in, like, the, what is it? It's not an inn, it's not like a restaurant. It was almost like a bar that, all these people would come to, and that's where you found the Delanton and stuff. Yeah, like, they could have done so much more with side quests and that sort of stuff, but not only that, like, all the battles took place in such a weird, like, sporadic mess on the map. You would think that the Battle of Changban would take place in a more localized spot than all of the running around that you have to do. And that's one of the reasons why I feel like the DLC scenarios are just way better, because all of the battles are localized into a small spot based on what chapter you're in. Like, that makes way more sense than having all of your battles all over the map and forcing the player to go all over the place every single chapter. Like, it's still, most of the non-mon stuff happened in the, like, southwestern part of the map, so, like, that made sense, but, you know what I mean? It wasn't as focused as it could have been. Don't think the Musou formula did the open world any favors. Well, I mean, like, it could have. I feel like it could have. There was potential for it to work. They just didn't execute it properly. One of the things that hurt the open world, in my opinion, was the grappling hook. The grappling hook just killed progression so quickly in that game. Essentially, as soon as you finish one character's story, you don't really want to go through all of the same beats over and over again. Like, Cao Cao and Shahudun almost have identical stories. So, you're gonna skip as much of that as possible. Empire should have been open world. I agree, but I don't know how they would do it in a way that makes sense. It would have had to have a lot more development behind it, and the fact that Dynasty Warriors 9 was, like, the fact that so many people didn't like Dynasty Warriors 9, just doesn't make it feasible to put all of that time and effort and money into developing an open world Empires title. I feel like it would have been better, but one of the big things that hurts 9 overall is the combat. The combat is too button mashy. It doesn't have that like little bit of added flavor that the charge attack system adds. The sexiest Ganning for me right here. I like him with the vest, though. I like the vest of Dynasty Warriors 4. One thing that I don't like about Ganning's design is, like, anytime they make him shirtless, it takes a lot of opportunity away from his design standing out. Like, the Ganning costumes that stand out to me have always been the ones where he's not just shirtless. 7 would be the closest one because they also changed his hair and stuff like that, but Dynasty Warriors 3, 5, 8, and 9 all have a very similar look to them. I like the B word, the chat filter doesn't... Oh, God. YouTube automatically banning the word boobies. There, I said it, YouTube. Demonetize me. Now I actually have to show boobies. Can't just say the word. Love how the One Piece Pirate Warriors and Dynasty Warriors costumes. Oh my god. I was surprised that more crossover games didn't have those Musou costumes. Like, I think I mentioned it in my review of Berserk, but could you imagine Guts wearing Lu Bu's costume? Like, just imagine it for a moment. I think I had Sword of Heaven do up a render of Guts wearing Lu Bu's costume and Casca wearing Sun Shang Shang. "13-year-old gay me really likes Gunning." Warhammer Musou crossover game would be, I don't know much about the Warhammer world, but what I did know at least about the little figurines, I think that would be pretty damn cool. Where am I? I like that moment when I get so lost in the stream that I forget what I'm doing in the game. Can I cross here, or is this... No, that's destroyed. Link with the Xiao Yun costume? Oh, that would have been amazing. My Dynasty Warriors boy crush as a teen was One Ping, because he was cute and naive, but dedicated. Oh, excuse me. I don't know if I had any boy crushes, on, like... trying to think. Like, I know I joke about it with Shahodun, but... he's not my type. And I also joke about it with, Sun Jian, circa Dynasty Warriors 6, but again, not my type. Zheng He. I feel like Zheng He is... I feel like he's an anomaly. Like... he would be... a psychotic bottom? If that makes sense. Wasn't your boy crush? Oh. Type too quickly. Hey, Shin Loki. Zheng He is a very gender. Excuse me. Jeez. Need to wake the fuck up. No worries, Shin Loki. You're not too late unless I'm actually ending the stream, which I'm not. I have no idea what these are. I could just whip out Google Translate, but fuck it. I don't care enough. Bring coffee to stream instead of sake. I actually don't have any alcoholic beverages. I went for a walk, and I probably could have got something on my walk, because there's a gas station that has a liquor store in it, but they don't have sake. They don't even have mead, so I would be forced to drink like normal people beer because they don't even have that good of a selection of craft beer. So yeah, we're sticking with water. We're staying hydrated. Remember, drink your water. Even though, you know, I could... yeah, let's keep the alternate costume on. Even though I could make coffee because I don't have to work tomorrow morning, I don't want to. I would like to have my sleep schedule continue to be not absolutely fucked. I already stayed up pretty late working on a video last night, which is probably why I'm a little on the sleepy side today, because I woke up around when I would usually wake up on a Sunday. But hopefully you guys get to see that video next week, unless you're a part of the guild and at the tier where you get to see the early uploads, because then you'll probably see that tomorrow. bit of an obvious pick out of... I'd pick Xiao Yun, he's rad. Are we still on, Oh, adult me has two types. Daddies like Sun Jian and Xiao Yuan, or soft boys like Shun Yu. Oh my god, which one is Shun Yu? I always get him and Shun Yo mixed up. Because it's literally, Shun Yo has one letter extra. What about Zhang Liao? Xiao Yun is too nice for me. Like my boy's bad. I feel like my smash or pass in Warriors Orochi 4 really gave a look into what my type is. Oh, thanks for sharing that, Shinloki. Message retracted. Hopefully by you and not by YouTube. Also, if you do want to watch the, Dongzhuo definitely gets pegged. What?
I tuned in at a good time.
I thought you said you came in at a good time, and I was gonna be like... Dongzhuo and Wolong got me acting fool. I mean, Dongzhuo and Wolong? Like, did they have to make him a fucking Chad? Or, like, could they have made him an actual douchebag like every other iteration of him? What? Do it. Like, he actually looks cool. Still kind of has that sleazebag feel to him, but, like, not as much as every other iteration of Dongzhuo. Yeah. I feel like Wolong Dongzhuo is like the I can fix him kind of. No, he's not a trap. Oh, Dong the Chad. I don't spit on Shushu because I've probably hooked up with 100 guys who look like him back uni days. I feel like Shushu would be like the bottom that is like... Just fuck my ass already. I deserve it. Bad that Dongzhuo in Wolong isn't voiced by Epcar. Ah. Best voice of Dongzhuo. Oh, Jesus. Maybe I should make myself some tea or something. get myself caffeinated. I think I got YouTube censored. Oh? Did you say boobies too many times? You're too spicy for YouTube! Yuan Shao is a character, but gets on my nerves. Yes. YouTube is the white person that thinks paprika is like fucking hot as hell. YouTube is the type of their spice level is like you give them a jalapeno and it's a hot pepper challenge. Yeah, but I don't think you would look like hot pepper challenge. Probably because of Gunning's abs that you got censored. No, it was his nipples. That's why they removed it in Dynasty Warriors 7 and 8, I think. Both had the nipples removed for some fucking reason. I guess equality can't show female nipples, so they don't show male nipples either. What? Yuan Shao's headbutt of justice. Oh, excuse me. Fuck. This yawn can go fuck itself. No bunny outfits for Dynasty Warriors characters. Now that you mention it, has there been a bunny outfit for any characters in a Warriors game other than, I think Kashosho had one. Was that the first bunny costume in a Warriors game? Because if so, highly disappointed, Koei. Come on. You know your fan base is mostly weebs, right? YouTube doesn't like boobs. Well, apparently they like boobs. They allowed Cameron to say boobs. So maybe it's boobs is okay, but boobies is not. Because boobs are perfectly fine, but boobies are way too sexy. Is it maybe a personal setting? I don't know why they would allow like a personal setting that would stop you from commenting something like that. I don't know, Shin Loki or Chelsea, can you check to see if, like, there's some sort of setting? I don't know if you guys can check, or if it's something I have to check. I don't think I have any words. What? I don't know if there's, like, something specific for that person, or, like, for the streams in general. I don't think I have any specific words. See if I don't see any options on my phone. Let me just see if maybe there's a setting somewhere. Community settings. I literally have no blocked words on here. I have no idea what's going on. Seems I've triggered the filter algorithm. Maybe you just comment boobs too much. It's definitely not a me thing. I checked. It might be on the YouTube side of things. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because it's definitely not the stream, it's not the channel. Other people are allowed to say boobs, apparently, but... yeah. Sick of you typing boobs. Suddenly, Chris's live stream gets fully demonetized. Too fucking sexy. We're too sexy here, folks. Keep it down.
This is where we're bringing out trash waifu. Nah, she's not released around the world yet.
Oh man, I forgot about this stage. Was this stage in Dynasty Warriors 7? I don't think it was. They put a lot of remastered stages in 7. I just can't remember if this was one of them. Man, Cao Ren with the wind scroll is... he is devastating. Who should I play next? We're getting close to the end of Cao Ren's story. I think we've got one stage after this. If my memory serves me correctly. I did want to play Lu Bu's story, but I didn't get the chance to do it last stream. Somebody did want me to play through Xing Tsai's during last week's live stream before the whole technical difficulties. Bad memories with this stage? Oh my god, excuse me. Just finished Dynasty Warriors 7's way story so far. Made me feel for the characters. Best out of the games. Dynasty Warriors 7 definitely had the best storytelling. A lot of people, when they compare 7 and 8, they say that 8 is shit, like really bad story. But personally, I think 8 is like second best in its storytelling. 5 would be next, then 6. I actually didn't mind 6's storytelling. It's just, it felt more anime than historical, and not that that's a bad thing. I fucking loved that. If they leaned into that 100% and gave everybody an opportunity to let their character shine, I feel like Dynasty Warriors 6's story would have been better than 5's. But the main reason why 5, personally, I feel it's better is because it gives every character an opportunity to stand out and make their personalities present. Xing Tsai in Japanese definitely doesn't sound too cute like we had in the English version. Oh, I didn't like the Dynasty Warriors 5 voice for Xing Tsai. Dynasty Warriors 7, way better. Where she definitely gets that, like, cold, dominant voice. Dynasty Warriors 6 had a great storytelling for the 17 characters they had. I would really like to actually play through the PS2 Dynasty Warriors 6 and actually experience the stories. Too bad I just can't get past the whole game not being on fucking HD consoles. I never understood that. Like, how could you add content to the previous console generation's version and not have it added to the, like, the modern consoles? Very Savage's best performance of Xing Tsai. Only performance I would give a thumbs down. Oh. Better than Diao-chan? I forget what Diao-chan sounded like in 5. Worst performance of a female character has to go to fucking, oh, what's her name? Okuni in Samurai Warriors 1. I don't even remember what she was like in Samurai Warriors 2 because she didn't make too much of an appearance in that game. So, you know, she kind of gets a little bit of a pass. And again, I forget what she was like in Samurai Warriors 3. Her Japanese voice and personality isn't nearly as grating as Samurai Warriors 1. Oh, Pisha. Fuck. That voice rings in my nightmares. makes so much sense now! Oh my god! It makes so much sense! Oh, that's my new headcanon, and it makes her a little bit better. Just the thought of Okuni being on some fucking drug, and that's why she acts the way that she does. It's just too perfect. Yes, Shin Loki. KG is underrated? A lot of people love KG. I don't know if I would call him underrated. I'll have to actually play as her in Samurai Warriors 2 now, just to see. Because I know she has, like, some specific character lines if you play free mode as her. And she is one of the characters, along with Ranmaru, that I just haven't played enough as in the English version because they were free mode only. Who fucking decided it was a good idea to have characters be free mode only in a game where every character has a story? And then Samurai Warriors 3 continued it. The soundtrack in Samurai Warriors 1 is one of the best. Oh, City of Flowers. The first version of City of Flowers is the best. I don't care what anyone says, you can fight me on that. And then fucking Samurai Warriors 4, having a version of City of Flowers, but it's DLC. When is Koei gonna get the Samurai Warriors songs on Spotify? Because, like, that is an absolute need. The Dynasty Warriors songs on Spotify are absolutely appreciated. They also need to put all the other Atelier games on Spotify. They should just put all of their soundtracks on Spotify, because, like, I don't know about you guys, but I would listen to them. I actually have a playlist of instrumental songs that are good for playing games like Dynasty Warriors and other action games. Don't know, but I remember beating enemies easily using Okuni. Oh! Oh, I just had a thought. A fucking Dynasty Warriors theater rhythm. Oh my god. That'd be so good. Or like a Samurai Warriors rhythm game where you play as Motochika. Or an Orochi one where you play as Motochika and Daiwenji. And Genji. There you go. The three of them. They go on tour. Going to the gym and blasting Lubu's theme. Nah, you gotta blast stuff like Anger and Grudge and, what's the Dynasty Warriors 3 Wuzhong Plains? Oh, fuck. It's on the tip of my tongue. But, like, Welcome to China, it's another great song. God, I'm, like, blanking on so many other songs right now. Shit. Dynasty Warriors 3, Lu Bu's theme, is probably my personal favorite. Like, it has that little bridge that I don't think any other version of Lu Bu's theme has. The one that kind of sounds a little bit like the Nanman theme of Dynasty Warriors 3. I'm not a big fan of, I said it in the last stream that I'm not a massive fan of the Dynasty Warriors 5 soundtrack because it uses a lot of synthesizer drums. And like, Dynasty Warriors 2, 3, and 4 also used synthesized drums and drum machines, but it wasn't the same as what they do with this. Like, they made it sound more natural. They didn't overlap too many drums and stuff like that. They actually made it sound like you could play it on a drum. This soundtrack, they overlap a lot, and they do a lot of drum and bass kind of beats that just sound too synthetic, in my opinion. The Nanman theme in 5 is not too bad. Trying to think, what game has the best Nanman theme? Is it 3, in my opinion? I'm trying to think of, did we have a Nanman theme in 6 Empires? Because I can't recall what it would sound like. I also didn't really play Dynasty Warriors 6 Empires enough. Partly because it had too much to do with Dynasty Warriors 6. Is there any officers? Oh, yeah, there are. There's one up here that I didn't get. Oh, Huang Shang. First Samurai Warriors game was 1 Extreme Legends. Favorite up until 5. I was always, like, as each Samurai Warriors game was released, it almost became, like, my new favorite Samurai Warriors game, except for 3, because I didn't have a Wii to play it on. But, like, I loved Samurai Warriors 1. I got it when it first came out, and then Samurai Warriors 1 Extreme Legends, got that, and loved the fact that Tadakatsu was added, loved the extra characters. Then I got Samurai Warriors 2, absolutely loved that. I got 2 Extreme Legends later, but I didn't really play a whole lot of 2 Extreme Legends until I went to do the review of it. And that was when I actually played through all the new character stories. And again, absolutely loved it. I didn't get to play 3 until I was in college. Even though I think it came out while I was in high school, maybe? Or maybe, like, right after I finished high school. I can't quite remember. Either way, I feel like if I had played 3 right when it first came out, I probably would have enjoyed it. Because I actually like the stage design. I like a lot of the character designs. I don't like the weapon system. I'm not a big fan of, like, light, medium, heavy, weighted weapons. Alright, we got one more stage with Cao Ren. But yeah, I loved Samurai Warriors 4 a lot. And, like, when Samurai Warriors 5 came out, I was really, really into that. But I definitely recognized that it wasn't my favorite. And then when I went back and played more of 4, I realized that I actually kind of prefer 2 over 4. So I would probably rank them like Samurai Warriors 2, 5, 4, 3, 1. And really the only reason why 1 is lower than 3 is because it doesn't have all of the mechanics that the rest of the series has. Like, a lot of the times, the first entry in a Warriors series is not going to be the greatest. Thoughts on Samurai Warriors 4 versus 4-2? I much prefer the balancing that they did with 4-2. If I were to play a version of Samurai Warriors 4 for fun, I would prefer to play 4-2. Incredibly disappointed that 4-2 isn't an expansion and is a standalone spin-off. Really should have done something to allow for the systems of 4-2 to be in Samurai Warriors 4 Vanilla. That's probably the biggest issue I have with that game. I need to brighten my monitor. Crank that up. If I crank that up, is that gonna look a little bit better? Better, but not perfect. God damn it. At least you guys can see. I could look at my Elgato screen, but of course, it's on a second-and-a-half delay from what I'm actually playing. So that would be like, that would be a hilarious handicap though, to play off of that screen instead. Just give me more Dynasty Warriors games on Steam. You know what? I agree. Even though I probably wouldn't buy them all because, you know, I already own a lot. I still would love to see them release all the classic games. Especially all the games that already have a PC version. Like, release 4 Hyper, 5 special. Orochi Z. Are those the only PC Warriors games that are missing right now, or am I forgetting? Oh, Dynasty Warriors 6, Samurai Warriors 2, Warriors Orochi 1. Now I think I've covered them all. I always forget that Samurai Warriors 2 and Warriors Orochi 1 were released on PC. Even though I own them, I forget that they exist. Dude, I am in the same boat. I want Orochi Z in English. I want it in English at 1080p with a solid 60 frames. Because, like, the game doesn't do a bad job of outputting, you know, a decent frame rate. But it's not the greatest at times. Because, like, it's still running on a PS3. Was Seven Empires released on PC? I thought it was PS3 only. I think 6 performing poorly impacted the decision to not port 7Z to the web. Did 6 perform poor? Do you mean PC performance or sales performance? Because didn't 6 do alright sales-wise? It was just reception-wise it wasn't that great? Oh, and the Dynasty Warriors 6 costumes in Orochi Z is so fucking great. It is the reason why I bought Orochi Z. That was the whole reason why I bought it. Because I remember hearing, like, oh, it's pretty much just, it's pretty much Orochi 1 and 2 combined into one package. So, like, hearing that, I was like, I don't really need to buy it because I already have the 360 versions, and, like, that's fine enough for me. And the moment that I found out that there was Dynasty Warriors 6 outfits, I was like, okay, take my manis. I needed it in my life as soon as I found that out. I'm still trying to unlock all the Dynasty Warriors 6 costumes and the Samurai Warriors 1 alternate costumes. Which is another thing that, like, needs to make a reappearance in Samurai Warriors and Warriors Orochi games. Because the only games to ever get those costumes, was Samurai Warriors 1, Musou Orochi Z, and Sengoku Musou 3Z Special on PSP as DLC. Those were the only games where you could have those alternate costumes. And, like, Yukimura's alternate costume was so good. I still, to this day, don't know how I feel about Bald Keiji. Nobunaga in his kimono. Oh, so good. Or at least I think it's a kimono. I am white, so I don't know for sure. If someone knows, correct me, please. Because I know there's a kimono, and then there's, like, something else that looks like a kimono, but is different. What? No, I don't think it's a yukata. I forget what it's called. I think it has a similar sounding name to kimono. Ina in traditional. Yes. Oh! Cool. I'm stuck! Nobunaga has his chesticles out. Exactly! It's like Bachelor Nobunaga. It's like, look at my singular boob. But, like, the other thing that makes that costume really cool, in my opinion, is the fact that it appeared in a cutscene. For a moment, I was like, don't you fucking die, Simai. I didn't see anybody up near you. And then I realized it's actually the scene that, like, is supposed to play. Alright, we're almost done. That laugh, though. I'm not a big fan of this Wuzhong Plains song. I think 7 also has a kind of lackluster song to it. 4 also wasn't too great, because it essentially took Dynasty Warriors 3's Wuzhong Plains theme and stripped it, like, of the main melody, the bass line. It was just a more subdued version, and though this one has a really groovy bass line, to me it just doesn't feel like a Wuzhong Plains last battle kind of theme song. Forgot about Strike Force 2. Oh, yeah. But I'm gonna come on camera for a moment here. If we're talking about Dynasty Warriors Strike Force. Where is it? Here. So here I have Dynasty Warriors Strike Force Multi-Raid Special. This is the PS3 version of the game. The camera can just let it be seen for a moment. There it is. You know, you want to know something that sucks about this versus this? This try to get close enough. I'm probably going to have to turn this off. Look at the title. HD version. You want to know why they called it the HD version instead of Multi-Raid 2 Special like the other game? It's because this is literally just the PSP version released on PS3. It pisses me off so much. Like, it's literally just the PSP assets. But on PS3. Oh. Dad bod Chris. Yeah, the... I just had mac and cheese, so I'm like all carved up. So my belly is like extra slappy. Any of the other chunky people in the chat, do y'all ever just like... just waiting for something? Maybe you're just waiting for your game to load. You're standing in line at Subway or something, and you're just like...
Also, your back fits into, like, my spine. Like a puzzle. Or your stomach fits in my back, yeah. I don't know what I said. I can't listen to things.
Chris is very handsome. I appreciate seeing him full screen. Aw, thank you.
I just gotta pose a little bit.
I could put the desk in standing. Stand back a little bit. You get to see the whole thing.
Now OnlyFans. Hey, I take pictures.
Alright, have a good one, Andrea. See, this is also one really nice thing about, like, the sit-stand desk is, like, I'm able to move it up and down, and I can choose to go back to playing. I need to move back and forth between sitting and standing more often, though, because OnlyFans coming. We're all waiting for the OnlyFans page. But, like, I could game standing up. I can be healthier.
I thought you were gonna say these other things.
And before the OnlyFans jokes about Chris Cap. My OnlyFans would literally just be me in, like, tight t-shirts and jeans. What? The OnlyFans helps burn more calories. Now, how much would I make on OnlyFans? Because it's tempting now. Could I actually afford to drop the money on Blood Will Tell on PS2? There's the defining factor. If you guys don't know, I recently looked up the price, because Dark Masamune, 87, another Koei Tecmo YouTuber, he tweeted about finding the Dororo Blu-ray for like $20, I think he said. Anyways, I mentioned how I loved playing Blood Will Tell back in the day, and I was like, it sucks that, you know, I sold it. And he was like, oh, you'll get it eventually. And I posted a picture, and I'm like, not anytime soon. It's going for like $700 Canadian. Yep. Yep. What? Yeah. That's why I'm like, that's my definition of success. Can I just drop the money and buy Blood Will Tell and not think about it? Just be like, yeah, this is a purchase that I'm making. Whatever. I need to live my childhood. I can starve for this paycheck. And next. And the one after that. Do you play any Souls-like games? I played a little bit of Nioh and less of Nioh 2. I did do a Let's Play of the Wolong demo back when that came out. That's on my second channel, Gildart Gameplay, which you can find link in the description below. Plug, plug, plug. I'm not as big of a fan of Souls-like games. I don't mind them. I just prefer stuff like this, God of War, like the hack and slash games where it's not too hard, but not too easy. I used to love the original Devil May Cry's, and then I went back and tried to play it, and I was like, oh, I suck at these. I just got too old. Dynasty OnlyFans Warriors. You play a Warriors game, and every 100 KOs, you have to remove something. I don't know why, I'm just like, alright, let's remove my headphones. Yeah, then my glasses. Then my ring.
And then one sock.
What? Second to strip Warriors. That's where I come wearing like 100 t-shirts. Being like, I got you. Also, I put everything back on every stage. What? We can turn our heater off. I also said 100 t-shirts. So my arms will be exposed. Yao-chan would definitely have an OnlyFans. Oh, excuse me. Jesus. Gonna have to make tea after this game. Or after this stage. What? Chocolate. And then we'll figure out who we're going to play next. I am from Brazil, and I am starting to believe that I am the only person who plays Warriors games in the country. I've seen a lot of Brazilian love for Dynasty Warriors, so you're not alone. I know, like, it's hard to find other Dynasty Warriors fans in Canada. So I feel you there. I'll mention it and someone will be like, oh yeah, I remember playing those games, or something like that. Like, that'll be the most that I usually get. I don't get like, oh my god, Dynasty Warriors! Those games were so good! Fucking wish. Maybe then I could force someone to play Strike Force with me. So I could actually finish it, because I have no desire to finish it alone. What? How are you liking Wild Hearts? I've only really played maybe about 20 minutes of it. I got far enough where I built a camp and a campfire. And then I fought the boss. He took my health down to like a small portion. And it was like, press up to heal yourself. And my character got dizzy or something, so I tried to press up to heal myself. It didn't work. And then the boss attacked me and I died. And I was like, fuck. Like, okay. So I stopped playing it after that. So I also had a headache this morning. So I didn't want to play a game that, you know, I would be losing at. So I just did the dishes. Or, no, I didn't do the dishes. I did some sort of house chore instead. First Musou friend was also Canadian. Oh, also a Canadian named Chris. Oh my god. Well, I know a lot of us exist. My first job was at Walmart. And there was 4 Chris's. And the worst part about 4 Chris's working at Walmart is the fact that some people wouldn't specify which Chris they were looking for. So you would hear this page, Chris to cash, Chris to cash, and all 4 of us would show up, and they would be like, no, I wanted this one, and we would be like, why didn't you say so? Fuck. And the worst thing is, like, there was 2 Chris's that worked in the same department. So they would be like, Chris from Housewares to cash, and then 2 of them would show up, and they'd be like, no, I wanted this Chris specifically. Again, specify! Playing Wu side on this map is so much more difficult than Shu. What? Those dishes aren't going to do themselves. Oh. The enemies on the map are the archers. Okay. Well, maybe I will use my bow and arrow for once in my fucking life. Oh my god, I'm just realizing my health. Fuck. Maybe I'll go around and grab my horse. Take out the other officers, and then I'll be good to take out Zhuge Liang or Zhang Wei, whoever is over there. Can you mod the game to be in English? No. At least not on Xbox. I think you can on PC, but the PC version is 4:3 aspect ratio instead of the 16:9. I mean, I know. Koei can shadow drop Warriors Odyssey 3 on Steam, then over 10 years after the fact, I'm hoping other games can come too. Here's hoping. I need to stop reading the chat while I'm running, because I usually just run into a wall. Also, hello, Leonid. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. It feels so weird to be playing a game standing. Feels so strange to hear Peons voiced by the same person that voiced Shu Huang. Kind of just hoping they decide to remaster 4 and 5, released on Steam with good co-op. Could you imagine these games with online co-op? How many of us classic players would actually, like, lose their shit? Oh my god, if they put co-op as DLC, like... I don't think they will. At worst, I feel like it'll be a patch. I don't feel like they would ever make DLC, or make a co-op as DLC. Or any sort of multiplayer aspect of a game. Unless it's like an extra mode becomes DLC, where like that extra mode is like a multiplayer, maybe a versus kind of thing. Whoa. Oh god. My health ain't doing so good. Oh, I don't need more Musou, I need more health. Oh no. They keep replacing the exploding phases. Come on, there's gotta be an actual, like, non-exploding vase around here that, has health in it. Maybe not. Maybe I'm actually going to take on Zhuge Liang with, like, next to no health. Thinking about it, Samurai Warriors 1 was really hard to get all the battle objectives. Yeah? Whoopsie. I don't need more Musou, I need health. Meat buns. Give me the buns. Oh god, oh god. Hopefully this guy will have like an elixir or something to give me. Oh, you fucker. Come on. There's gotta be a vase around here somewhere. Fuck you. Come on. Fuck. Where are the buns at? This is unacceptable. Does the Musou Rage heal you? I don't think it does. I think it just, like, puts you in rage state. I could probably take out Zhang Wei that way, but I don't want to run the risk. we're so close to finishing this story that I don't want to have to redo it over again if I... There we go. Now I feel safe enough to just rush in. Got buns. Getting up and reaching it into the shelf where my ass was on screen and just puts my anaconda don't. Now it is time to fuck shit up. Yeah, it doesn't heal me, but I can pull one of these. Oh, but he can pull one of those. There we go. We did the thing. We won. I just saw your comment. Also, is your name pronounced You're a 9, Zach? Because I keep looking at it and I'm like, that would be the very English way to pronounce that. But it could also be Japanese. And I could have just been insensitive. Ooh. I have no idea what those attributes do, but... yeah, let's get rid of... Okay, that's nice. Is it nicer than this? I would say so. Oh, I never told you? I don't know. I have a bad memory, so you may have told me, and I might have forgotten. Speaking of bodyguards that could potentially heal me, we just got one. And there we go. Cao Ren's story is now complete. It's Kaze ni Naru, backwards. Ah. Does Kaze ni Naru mean something? So it's Urani Neza? I was like, it looks like You're a 9, Zach. And I just thought maybe you were a big Zac Efron fan or something.
Or Zach Braff.
Kaze ni Naru means become the wind. Okay. Backwards, because I was an edgy teen. It's like my band back in the day. My first band, we were like an emo punk band. Our name was Black Sky, but we had to be different, so our name was spelled BLAKSKYE. Because we're edgy. Got an achievement. I feel like you can probably find the only Black Sky recording that exists if you search the name. I feel like you can. Anyways, we're not ending the stream. We are going to take a quick break because I want to get a snack and get a beverage and refill my water because I'm getting low. You gotta stay hydrated when you're doing a stream. So we will be right back. And we're back! Hello, everybody! I've got my hot cacao and some nice cookies, as well as my refilled water. So, we're going to stay hydrated. We're going to have some chocolate so that hopefully we get some more energy. Because I want to stream for a long time today. I don't want today to just be a normal-ass stream. We're going to stream at least 2 stories. And I didn't see anybody make any suggestions. I could have missed them. But I think we're going to go with Xing Tsai to do the next story because like I want to play it. I would really like to know what these attributes are. I don't think... Let's see if Google Translate is going to be able to decipher this. Oh, it is! I'm going to guess the bottom is speed because it translates it as move. And archery. What's this one? That one's Musou plus 10. Strength and defense. Well, we're playing on easy, so we don't need defense. Who needs defense? And neither of them have the orb to get the extra hits, so I think we're good. Now, I don't know. There is a glitch. There is a glitch with the healing character, specifically this character model. This girl and this girl. There's a glitch with their character models. And I'm curious if this character model will have the glitch as well, because this one does not. We're gonna find out. Oh, I love her moveset in this game. I mostly like the moveset because it's like one of those unique ones. It'd be nice to actually compare her moveset to I think the guy's name is Zaravant from Arslan. He has a shield and spear moveset. Alright. Xing Tsai! Let's go. I like being able to also hear, like, little bits and pieces of words that I recognize. Like, Choun is Zhao Yun's Japanese name. And then hearing shit like Onegai or Chotomate. Find the combos easy to chain. I just like the moveset they gave her gives her this like badass feeling that I feel like they didn't, at least in the English version, they didn't give to the character until 7. Which she didn't appear in 6. How do you unlock red hair in this? Oh, what stage is it on? That was like the first thing that I unlocked. I know you unlock it in a stage that's in Lubu's story. Too bad they traded the spear for a sword. Yeah, I do like the design of this moveset more. I don't mind the sword and shield moveset. What? Well, I don't think Xing Tsai sees Liu Shan as, like, a love interest. I never got that feeling from her. I always is in the last stage of Dynasty Warriors 7 Extreme Legends, when Liu Shan is like, "Look, Xing Tsai, here's my toy tiger, isn't it nice?" And she's just like, "Lord Liu Shan, that is a juggernaut. It is a weapon." Just the "I am done with your bullshit" kind of look or sound to her voice is just so good. Dynasty Warriors 10 was announced. Would you want classic Warriors 9 style or rebooted like Samurai Warriors 5? Well, funny you asked that question, because I have a video coming out on that exact topic. Well, not that exact. It covers that exact topic. It's a broader video. Anyways, it's coming. It's coming. Every reboot has been monkey's paw tier. Well, they rebooted with 6. Like, they changed everything. And then they kind of went back, but it was still different enough from the original series that 7 and 8 feel like its own thing, separate from 2 through 5. So I feel like we're going to have another era of that with Dynasty Warriors 10. Now, if they don't execute it well and it doesn't sell well, I feel like this would be the last Dynasty Warriors, at least for a very long time. Dynasty Warriors and the Musou franchise, at least, is too much of a moneymaker for Koei to completely drop. Yeah. I definitely think that, you know, the sales of Dynasty Warriors 10 are really going to define the next era of Warriors games. And I just hope that they go back to the charge attack system and just maybe evolve it in some way, shape, or form. I'm hopeful that Koei means Dynasty Warriors Gundam when they say that a new Dynasty Warriors game is being announced this year. They would not be the ones to be saying that, though. The way that announcing and any sort of promotional stuff goes, it's always on the publisher. And for Dynasty Warriors Gundam, that would be Bandai Namco, because they have the rights to video games for that franchise. So it would be Bandai Namco actually making the announcement or saying there's going to be a new Musou game coming for one of our IPs. So I don't see them doing Dynasty Warriors Gundam again, which is unfortunate, because I feel like Iron-Blooded Orphans and what I've seen of Witch from Mercury, both of those have really good opportunity to be like put right into the Warriors style. American Revolution Musou? I feel like there's a lot of other historical events that would be way better to explore in a Musou style. Like, they should just redo Legends of Troy. Like, I don't know what they would call it, if they would call it Warriors Legends of Troy 2, or if they would just call it Greek Warriors or something like that. I don't know. But I definitely feel like Omega Force. Oh my god, I got hair in my face. Got a stray hair that's going in my face. But I would love to see that. I would love to see some sort of Egyptian Warriors game. I feel like they could also do something with the Crusades. Though I also feel like they might shoot themselves in the foot, not being able to release something on the Switch if they were to make a Crusades Warriors game, because, you know, Nintendo has a thing about Jesus being in video games. Trying to think. There's probably a lot of other, like, Middle Eastern wars as well that could be done. I'm not as much of a history buff as I would be. Oh, Blade Storm. Yes. They should absolutely make a Warriors game in the Blade Storm universe. God, why didn't I think of that? The 100 Years' War would be a great Warriors game. Especially if they use the character designs from Blade Storm. Like, to me, that is just a great opportunity. I cannot read any Japanese. The only Japanese that I can read is, like, the characters that I recognize. Like, I recognize the character for Fire, thanks to Yu-Gi-Oh! I also recognize the characters for Musou, thanks to these games. I think that is about it. I guess, like, I would also be able to easily recognize 1, 2, and 3, because it's literally just lines. But that would probably be the only characters that I would be able to recognize in Japanese. Alright, time to take over Shu. Boom. And I love how Xing Tsai is in the cutscene. Like, I love how this cutscene is one of those ones that no matter who you're playing as, they'll always appear right beside Liu Bei.
私はもう理想に迷ってはおれんのだ。単出復興、この蜀の地より始めさせていただく。
Oh my god. Could you imagine
住所を通し直の地は得た。
I'm just imagining the name of the weapon is Denturangs.
彼の死はあまりに大きい。
Ooh, yes! King Arthur would be a great Warriors game. I'm not a huge history buff, so I'm probably the worst person to ask, like, what would be a good time period or history to cover in a Warriors game. Oh shit, I forgot to look and see if my bodyguard was glitched. Whoopsies. Guess we'll do it in the next stage. Yeah, we're gonna keep everything the same. Just jump back into it. This time we're gonna look at our bodyguard and see if she's any different.
正妻、だいぶ慣れてきたようだな。いや、もう私が心配することでもないか。
でも
I like how this alternate costume for Xing Tsai just looks like her normal costume.
はい。
Okay. Our bodyguard is normal.
正妻、拙者の後ろへ。
私にそんな気遣いは無用。そうでしょ。
敵の補給点。落として敵を抑えよ。
Next stage, I'll equip the glitched bodyguard, and we can all see the beauty of it. Because I don't know if the glitch exists in Dynasty Warriors 5 or 5 Extreme Legends on PS2. But the glitch is wonderful. Speaking of wonderful, found out today, somebody took the Nichijou opening and replaced all the characters with, like, they redrew all the characters to be Kaguya-sama characters. And I shared it in the Discord, but my god, they did such a good job on that. I just tried to turn the map, or turn the camera. Doesn't work in this game. They didn't add that till Samurai Warriors 2. And even though they added it in Samurai Warriors 2, they never added it in any version of Dynasty Warriors 5 after that. Like, seriously. Samurai Warriors 2 came out before Dynasty Warriors 5 Empires. You would think that Dynasty Warriors 5 Empires would have camera control. Unbelievable. Honestly, I ship Zheng He and Xiahou Yuan. Like, how can you not? I forget, is it this game or Dynasty Warriors 7, where Zheng He is dancing in the camp, and Xiahou Yuan just happens to join him. Like, that is one of my favorite interactions between the two. Next stage, I'll probably also change Xing Tsai's costume. I can't remember the difference between this and her actual costume. Like, I'm trying to picture her actual, like, main costume in my head, and all I'm picturing is this. Hello, Xiahou Yuan. I also don't know why they put this stage as one of the DLC stages in, I think it was Dynasty Warriors 7. Like, this doesn't seem like a very interesting stage. It's just a base in the center, stairs that lead behind the base, and then 3 paths that lead to the main camp for Wei. Like, this is not an iconic stage for Dynasty Warriors 5, in my opinion. There's a lot better stages out there. Maybe I'll cover this stage in a future expanded. That is one show that I am going to start exploring a lot more, at least once May is over. I've got a lot of videos coming here soon, so I did decide I'm not going to be doing a mini review or anything for Wild Hearts because I have way too much on my plate. I need to work on some of the Pirate Warriors stuff for Musou May, but March has 3 games coming out, excuse me, that I am likely to receive review codes for. It's the first game to feature by D Castle, though. Stages in this game are very hit or miss. Yeah, like this stage specifically for Dynasty Warriors 5, I feel like there's better stages in Dynasty Warriors 5 that would have been good for including as DLC. Where is... Oh, there he is. Hello, Cao. What? There we go. Yeah, like, that's the thing. It's such a boring layout for a map that, like, there are so many other stages that would have been way better to include. I did like that they included Wuzhong Claims. But Wuzhong Plains wasn't a DLC stage. It was a remaster that was included in 7 Extreme Legends. Guan Yu is dead.
私の剣を持て
I loved the hidden paths in the Nanman stage.
急ぎ戦の準備をせよ
なりません殿。督促は早期。
They were so good.
大義はありません。語はおのずとこちらに従属します。お考え直し。
大義や天下が何だというのだこの悲しみお前たちには分かるまい龍玄徳は愛する弟の仇孫悟を討つ
繁盛で関羽殿と関平が死んだ
兄弟を亡くされた殿は仁の心もなくされてしまった
I still don't like the idea of having a weighted weapon system. But I will say, it is fucked that some people have heavy weapons for their secret weapons. Alright, are you ready for the beauty? Are you ready for the beauty of this glitched bodyguard? This is amazing. Do you see this? Do you see? They put a generic officer's character model instead of the bodyguard. What makes it even better, as well, like you can hear it, the voice clips are still the bodyguard that it's supposed to be. Words are hard when you're tired. I didn't mind the weapon experience of Dynasty Warriors 4. What I would have preferred is if it allowed you to go back. Because that's one thing that I like doing sometimes is every now and then I'll just take a character into battle with their first weapon. I don't do it very often. Usually I use the strongest weapon. But I do like to do that from time to time. And I think it would have been cool to be able to take a past level weapon in if you had already unlocked it. Man, Paris Hilton is one person that I started watching Rumi Official's videos, and Paris Hilton is a person that I forgot about until some of her songs came up on his videos. weapon sharing
敵
killed
将討ち取った
personality of movesets? I don't know about that. I think that unless you mean like having characters use the same weapons, then yeah, kind of. To a certain extent, it really depended on how much of a clone characters were. But if you mean weapon swapping, I would disagree. I think, like, Dynasty Warriors 8, the reason why that's one of my favorites is because, like, every character has a unique EX weapon, but you can change it if you want to. And, like, the different moves in this game, like, between Liu Bei, Sun Jian, Sun Quan, Yuan Shao, Dong Zhuo, and then the generics, like, having differences in the movesets is very close to having different EX moves with characters sharing the same weapon. Oh yeah, clones definitely hurts the personality a character may have with their moveset. I didn't mind 7 having like a couple of clones here and there. The sword moveset was definitely overused, and too many characters with the sword felt the same. Like Sun Jian, Sun Quan, Cao Cao. Who else had the sword moveset? Sima Zhao. Like, I don't know. Personally, I feel like at most you should only have 2 people sharing the same weapon if you're going to have clones, and then you'll want to make sure that a majority, if not all, of the charge attacks are different. Maybe some different normal attack strings. Something to really make you know, oh, this sword moveset is Cao Cao's versus this sword moveset is Sun Jian's. I like what they did with Warriors Orochi 3, where some of the characters that shared weapons, they gave them charge attacks that kind of called back to the old movesets. That, to me, was, like, really cool to be able to play a Dynasty Warriors 7 moveset, but suddenly I have a Dynasty Warriors 5 charge attack. Oh, Dynasty Warriors 8 Sun Jian is my favorite moveset of his. I actually used to love his moveset in 6, and then I played through 6, and I'm like, what did I like about this moveset? He's too close. Like, he's too close combat. I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion. I love his design in 6, but I just don't like his moveset. I feel like with a sword that size, he should be able to have a little bit more range. At least it's at least his first couple of Renbu levels that are, like, not very good. Like the whip moveset. I also enjoyed the whip moveset. One thing that I was, like, confused on was most of the characters that had unique movesets had their own story, but Sun Shang shared a moveset with Yue Ying, and Diao Chan shared a moveset with Shen Ji, so that was something that boggled my mind. Like, why would you have most of the story characters with unique movesets, but then have the two female characters that are in the game have shared movesets? And then Xiao Qiao, who has I'm fairly certain is the only female character with a unique moveset, but she doesn't have a story. Like, visible confusion on my face right now. Games with a lot of mechanics get boring faster. Do you have any idea what is the reason? Oh, I played a lot of Warriors games, and I'm addicted sometimes to the gameplay, but I can't understand the gears that make very repetitive actions to keep a sense of flow while games with... That's one thing is, like, and I'm mentioning this in my upcoming video, but it's all about finding the balance between simplicity and complexity. Depending on how complex the game is, maybe it's not necessarily, to me anyways, that they get boring. It's that, like, sometimes I just want to turn off my brain. Like, I have ADHD, so sometimes the brain just doesn't want to stop. And so that's what Warriors games does for me. Is it's a great, like, just turn off my brain and go into autopilot and grind. Like, I don't know, it's one of those games that it just does the things. It makes my brain stop going burr. Did I get all 3 officers? Yes, I did. Okay. But like a game like Devil May Cry, it doesn't get boring. I just find that it's one of those games that if I'm going to play it, I'm going to want to sit down and be able to fully put myself into the game. But it's not, like, that sort of mindset isn't something I find myself in as often as I just want to turn off my brain, play a game that, you know, isn't too mindless where, you know, I'm literally just pressing one button over and over again, but is mindless enough that I can throw it on the easiest difficulty and still be able to make decisions. Even though they might be minor, they might be something like a decision that my brain just makes automatically. Like the path that I choose to go on. When I'm playing these, especially when I'm live streaming, because I'm talking to you guys, I don't plan which way I'm going to take most stages. It just happens. And that is probably one thing that really helps Dynasty Warriors, in my opinion, for my situation, is that it's extremely intuitive the way that I can just play through a stage. Like, I feel like you could train an AI fairly easily to play Dynasty Warriors, because it's literally just, where are the enemies? Let me go there, press square a bunch of times. Maybe I'll press triangle every now and then to make my brain feel better that I'm, you know, using a specific attack for a different situation, or it looks different than what I've been using in other parts of the map. and you just keep going until you kill the last guy. Warriors games is meant to be played on autopilot. Well, I don't know if it's meant to be played on autopilot, but that's how I play them. Unless I'm going for, like, the secret weapons or items. Those are, like, the situations where I do want to put a little bit more thought and effort into playing a game. But maybe I still want to play a game that I'm familiar with. Maybe, like, I only want to do that for 1 or 2 stages, and then I want to go back to turning off my brain for a moment. If you want a character you can fight safely using just normal attacks in this game, I recommend Da Qiao. It's been a while since I've played as Da Qiao, so maybe I'll give her a try. Would you like a Dynasty Warriors fighting game like the original? I mean, I wouldn't say no to it, but I haven't really been into fighting games for a while. I did buy Soul Calibur 4 because I have... Was it 4? No, 6. Whichever the newest one is. I did buy the newest Soul Calibur game to try to get back into fighting games. And it just didn't click for me. I have an Xbox One fight stick, and I used that because, like, using a controller like this, it cramps my hand, but using the actual fight stick is a hell of a lot of fun. So I wanted to actually play Soul Calibur because that was one of my favorites, and I just couldn't get into it. And I think, I can't remember if it's still on Game Pass, but I played Tekken 7 a little bit. And again, I just couldn't get into it. And I don't know if it's because, like, I like to play solo games. Like, I'm not too big on competitive games, and fighting games are built for that online or local competitive kind of gameplay. But if I'm playing with somebody, I want to be playing with them, not against them. Like, I am definitely, like, a co-op over versus kind of person. Suggest the Tekken series to get into fighting games. Well, I used to be really into Tekken. Before I played Soul Calibur 2, my game of choice was Tekken 3 and Tekken 2, 3, and Tag Tournament. Those are my 3 fighting games that I would always come back to. And then Soul Calibur 2 came out, and I got it on the original Xbox, and loved playing that game, loved seeing Spawn in a fighting game like that. And then I got it on PS2, and I didn't like Heihachi as much as Spawn. And I never really played the GameCube version for the longest time. I do own the GameCube version now, so I can play the GameCube version if I choose to play as Link, but I wish the HD version of Soul Calibur 2 came to Switch. Such a shame. Must have watched a lot of interviews of the developers. They comment on the reason why the dialogue in the series seems so primitive. I think that's just a scripting thing. I don't know which game you're talking about, but like they slowly got better at writing scripts as the time went on. I don't know who writes the scripts and who localizes it, if it's Koei or if they hire some team to do the localization. I feel like, knowing Koei, they would do the localization in-house and then outsource the voice acting and stuff. But, yeah, Koei has slowly become better storytellers and better scripters. Like, they've just slowly become better at knowing what their characters, like who their characters are, the personalities, and like how they should write them. That being said, I don't think you're gonna find a super complex Dynasty or Samurai Warriors game, because like these games aren't meant for adults. Not necessarily adults. Like, this is meant for like teenagers and older teens, young adults. Like, that's who this game is meant for. So it's similar to grabbing a young adult fiction book versus like a straight up fiction book. Not to say that those stories are worse or anything, but they're usually written in a way that's more accessible to people. Oh, I forgot to change my bodyguard again. I wanted to level some of them up. Now the other thing is, I haven't been using my books that I get after every stage to increase my stats for any of these characters. Which is something I feel like I should probably do to help me get towards where I'll be getting everybody's fourth weapon and getting all the secret items and stuff. I also haven't been paying attention to see if I accidentally got any secret items, because, you know, you'll get the text at the bottom with the green text saying that there's an item available. Oh. I still love that the bodyguard has the female voice. Thank you, Archer, for shooting me into the defense up +4. What is the most written character? I don't know what you mean. Do you mean the character that's made the most appearances? Because I feel like that would be Cao Ren. Was this another stage that got remastered? The shape looks familiar. Because this is another one of those not very interesting stage designs.
助けに来てくれたのか。
I feel like this one was remastered in 8. I need to go through the DLC stages in 8 again and remind myself which ones were remasters, because there were some that were remasters and some that were kind of like inspired by past games, like the Battle of Liang, I feel is what it's called. Ma Chao's first stage in his story was, there's a stage that was created for 8 based on the Dynasty Warriors 5 stage, but it's not a remaster like some of the other ones. Like Bo Wang Po was a remaster, or a remake, I guess I should say, while the Battle for Liang was completely redone and changed. Like, there was more, it was more dynamic than the PS, or the Dynasty Warriors 5 version. Oh, most complex story. That's a good question. I don't know. That is a really good question, because I don't know who would have, like, the most complex story. Because the other thing is, like, with Dynasty Warriors, a lot of the characters are given a personality that centers around a specific character trait. So, like, everything about them is that one personality. And again, that also feeds into the accessibility, how easy it is to connect with one or two characters, because that one kind of fits into your quirky side, this one fits into your serious side, and I don't know who would be, like, the most complex. There's definitely some missed opportunities with characters. Like, I really like the idea that Liu Shan is not actually stupid. He just doesn't want to do the fighting anymore. And that was kind of the character that they made for him in Dynasty Warriors 7, but I feel like they played into the not so good leader a little too much in Dynasty Warriors 8. Because in 7, like, you can tell that he's just like, I don't want to be on the battlefield. I feel like I'll just get in the way. And you especially see it in the final battle in 7 Extreme Legends, where he's like, I'm just gonna go for a stroll, and then as he's going on his walk, he's actually helping to contribute to his army, saving allies, finding the juggernauts and that sort of stuff, but he's doing it in a way where it's like, oh, I want to find my toy. There it is, my toy tiger. It's a juggernaut. Or trying to find his friend, who happens to be captured by the enemy. Like, it's little things like that that really shine for Liu Shan to be, you know, this character that just doesn't want the fighting to keep going. But he will contribute where he can. But if fighting is going to be happening, he'd rather it be done by the people who want to fight. He's tired of fighting, and, like, right at the end, he's standing there with Sima Zhao, and he's like, I leave the rest to you.
敵将討ち
I
取った
am tired. And he walks off. And, like, it's that... That's one of the only times where something he says is extremely serious, as, like, I'm tired. As in, like, I'm tired of this war. And that was the kind of character that I was hoping that they would build on in Dynasty Warriors 8, but they leaned more into the, he's not that good of a ruler. I don't know what they did in Dynasty Warriors 9. They could have brought that personality back in Dynasty Warriors 9, and I have no fucking clue. Is it possible to beat Musou mode any character on Chaos? Oh, it's probably possible. I just won't do it. I'm not the type of person that likes to play a game on the hardest difficulty. I like challenges when they are playing a game in a way that is not intended.
敵将 討ち取った
That's one of the things that I like doing my Let's Play challenges back in the day. Like, the No Map Challenge was so much fun. Which, if you didn't know, in Samurai Warriors 1, and all the Pirate Warriors, except for 4, I think, and Fist of the North Star, Ken's Rage 1 and 2, you can turn the map off. So, like, I loved playing those games with the map turned off. Character I can't stand post 6 is Zhang Wei. Oh my god. He is, like... He is definitely one of the most annoying characters. Like, to me, Dynasty Warriors 3, 4, and 5, he just kind of existed. But then 7 and 8, he was just so annoying. Okay, Xing Tsai's last stage. Let's see. Let's give her the True Musou. And let's remember to change our bodyguard this time. Now here's a good song from Dynasty Warriors 5.
私に力を貸してほしい。おのぼん、命がけで守る。行くぞ、娘か。
はい
Without a map, my ADHD gets lost. My first time in Skyrim. Oh man, like I'm the same. Like there is a scene in, I think it's the 3rd episode of the Samurai Warriors No Map Challenge where I'm playing through, or trying to play through, Yukimura's story. Some of the stages, I remember like the back of my hand. I remembered the first stage. For the most part, I was able to make my way through it. The second stage was the one against Nobunaga, I feel. Or no. The first stage was the one against Kenshin. The second one was against Ieyasu, and I think the third one was also Ieyasu, but it was Ieyasu and Nobunaga, maybe. Anyways, there was a message that kept popping up. Hanzo is in the castle. Hanzo is in the castle. And I just, for the love of God, I could not find where Hanzo was. And like the no map challenge, one of the stipulations was that I couldn't open the start menu because as soon as you pause, you see the map. So I couldn't figure out where Hanzo was. So that was a really early meme on the channel, was Hanzo is in the castle. Also, hello, Faradis. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I don't know. I could be absolutely butchering it. But you see, that's what I do. I say it with confidence. Or is it Paradise? Like Paradise, but with an F. What am I playing this on? I'm playing it on a 360. I was able to finally buy a Japanese Xbox 360 console. Saved up enough through people like the Patreon, people who have donated through Coffee while I've been live on stream. So I've been like spending that money on little things, but also like trying to squirrel away bit by bit. So I was able to import this game and a console so I can play it finally. Yoshimoto is the most complex character, I think. Maximize the goal of making friends in football, promoting it. He went to take over Japan. Well, I liked what they did with Yoshimoto in Dynasty Warriors 4, Samurai Warriors 4, where he was, again, that buffoon that, like, he shows himself as a buffoon, but, like, every so often he shows this, like, demonic, like, dark, angry side, almost as if he's possessed, and then he kind of comes back too. Almost as if, like, it was all a show, but at the same time, like, you don't know. I think they alluded to that as well in Samurai Warriors 2 for one of the scenes. At least in 2 Extreme Legends, I think. What is the point of making the last 3 Xing Tsai normal attacks so ineffective? I don't know what you're saying. Oh. Yes, I do want to go this way. For a moment I was like, oh, I'll go to the right and down, and then I was like, no, I do want to go this way. Because if I go to this top left corner where Sun Quan is, he disappears and goes down to the bottom. Yeah, that defense +2 isn't gonna do you much good. Jugliang maze was the best.
あ、孫権の旗印が消えた。
I feel like it was either 3 or 4. Was Yiling in... I feel like Yiling was in Dynasty Warriors 2, and I don't remember how that played out. Partially because I didn't really play a whole lot of 2. Which is something I should fix at some point in time. Maybe I'll add it to the poll for the next poll. But, like I said, it's on a poll, and then go back and forth between what I want and the poll. What I want and the poll. And one of the things that I really want to do is play through Xenoblade Chronicles X. I've been wanting to play through that game for so long, and that is one of the games that is the only reason why I keep my Wii U plugged in. So I want to finish it so I can unplug my Wii U. Not necessarily for good, but the Wii U is just a console that I rarely play, but there are so many games that I want to play on it, like the Zelda HD games, the Xenoblade Chronicles X, fucking Sonic Lost World is another one. Which I know I can get it on Steam, and I don't think it looks too different on Steam compared to the Wii U, but the Wii U version has exclusive Nintendo DLC. There's a DLC for a Legend of Zelda style stage, and one for Yoshi's Woolly World, I think. So, if I unplug my Wii U, I at least want to record gameplay footage of those stages for the second channel, and then I can unplug it and just play through the actual Sonic Lost Worlds on PC. Because I don't think there's anything additional that I'd be missing out on, other than those DLC packs. Scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for Wolong? I would say a solid 8. I am, like, excited. I'm not, like, it's gonna be my next big game, because I am not a Souls-like person. But, like, from what I played and what I've seen, it looks like it's going to be a good time. And if Neo is anything to go off of, it's going to be hard as balls, but I'm going to love every moment of it. What? Depends on what kind of sport you're playing. If you're playing martial arts, they're not very... Did I have my horse? Yes. Is this my horse? Yes. It is hard to see with so my screen is a lot darker than what you guys are seeing, because I can lighten it up in post well, not necessarily in post, but on my software I can lighten it up, but on my monitor, there's only so much brightness I can go, and it is at max. Plus, you have progress from the demo playthroughs. I will be playing the demo. I don't know if I'll be playing the demo that comes out next. If it's not already out yet. Is the new... No, I feel like the next demo doesn't come out until this coming week? Maybe? I can't remember. I need to look it up. I have had so much going on with other videos that... Like, I haven't really been paying attention to some things. I almost forgot that Wild Hearts came out last week. And I only just got around to playing it today. Like, that should tell you how busy I've been. Test? I see the test. I can't remember though. Does the next playthrough or the next demo of Wolong, does it give you something new in addition to the demo that was already out, or is it a chance to get the stuff that would have been in that demo? What do you say in Japanese when an officer is defeated? In the Japanese voices, all the characters say the same thing. In English, it's different phrases. I don't know what, Tekshou? I don't know what it is in Japanese. I don't know what it actually means. I feel like it means I have defeated an officer. Because in the classic games, almost all of the characters would say, I have defeated an officer or enemy officer defeated. It would be one of the two. As the English games went on, characters started saying more unique things. Okay, my last few comments are getting YouTube. What? The fuck? They're all saying some variation of enemy ops. Yeah, okay. Well, that sucks that, like, your comments keep getting pulled by YouTube. Like, what the fuck? Been playing Wild Hearts. If you get back into it, we can play through a couple of bosses together. I just need to find time. That's the biggest thing. I literally just finished a video. After this live stream, I'll be finalizing the upload for guild members who are at... I can't remember. I think it's the $5 tier that gets the early upload. I need to remember what my fucking tier rewards are. But, it'll be going up to the guild members who have the early upload reward tier. And, I'll be setting it to premiere so that it goes live to the public on Saturday. Because I always upload it for about a week's time early for... Strategist is $5. I'm glad you're excited for it. Maybe one of these days I will try to find time to just play Wild Hearts. Right now, Wild Hearts is going to be my for funsies kind of game. I start so many games and I never finish them. I don't know how YouTube works. I watch you and Lighty streams here and almost everything else on Twitch. I have been wanting to try to simul stream between YouTube and Twitch. But, like, every time that I've streamed on Twitch, I've only been streaming to, like, 2 or 3 people. But here, probably because this is where my, the majority of my followers are, I usually stream to, like, 10 to 20. Gotta convince myself to be more active in your... Aw. Well, I'm glad you also decided to be more active. It's always good to see people, enjoying being in the community. Like, I know it's small, but I've always prided myself on making a community that's accepting and hopefully just chill to be in. Why is it Koei Tecmo prioritizes Sony PS5 and Xbox? Steam gets short end of stick. It's probably because in Japan, PlayStation is like the king. At least for like home consoles. Xbox, when they launched in Japan, the Japanese people didn't like it because they are very much a society that like optimizes everything. Everything is as optimized as it can be. So they like their technology to be small, and the Xbox was not that. In fact, it was quite the opposite. The console was quite large, the controller was quite large. I mean, the Duke. But, like, that's why the smaller original Xbox controller exists, because of the Japanese market. Anyways, so Xbox kind of shot themselves in the foot in the Japanese market, so a lot of Japanese developers don't really like the Xbox unless they were big fans and big supporters of the Dreamcast, because like the Xbox was kind of supposed to be the spiritual successor of the Dreamcast. Anyways, so in Japan, Nintendo and PlayStation are like the two consoles that people want to develop for. Nintendo, if they're trying to reach a broader market. PlayStation, if they want to build a game that's like more technical. Anyways, it's a whole big thing. Yeah. It's hard to describe in such a small, short space, other than saying, yeah, Japanese market just isn't a big Xbox or PC player base, so a lot of developers don't focus on it. That's why a lot of Japanese developed games are also really badly ported to PC. Now that you have a PS5, do you still prefer Xbox for Warriors games or just for the classics? I feel like if I had, let's go to the camp. Get some background music going. And let's go here. I feel like if I had an Xbox Series console, I wouldn't mind playing the modern Warriors games on it. I have noticed a lot of performance boosts on the PS5 from the Xbox One X. Playing Samurai Warriors 5 on PS5 is definitely better than playing it on the Xbox One X. That being said, playing Samurai Warriors 5 on the PS4 is worse than the Xbox One X. So I feel like if I had a Series X, I would probably be playing Samurai Warriors 5 still on Xbox, but I'm trying to play through it on PS5, and I'm also trying to play through it on PC, which so far has been the better performer between all of the consoles. And that's one thing that I find with a lot of modern Warriors titles that are developed and published by Koei is their PC versions tend to be a little bit better. Not like incredibly better, but just a little bit. I haven't played Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires yet, so that's one that I don't know. And the little bit that I played of Dynasty Warriors 9 Vanilla, I would say that it is close to being the better version. I'd have to go back and play more of it. But yeah, if I had my way, I would definitely play more on Xbox. But I don't have an Xbox Series X. And if I did, it would be on Chelsea's gaming setup, because they're more of an Xbox player than I am. I really only play Warriors games on my Xbox stuff. But Chelsea plays more video games than I do. You're right that the Japanese like smaller stuff. Explains why PlayStation Vita and Switch were so popular. And the 3DS. Yep. I remember Gaijin Goomba. He's another YouTuber. He went to Japan and brought his 3DS, expecting to get like a bunch of Japanese street passes. And nobody had 3DSs because everybody had a Vita. He said he saw so many people with Vitas in Japan that it was insane. And this was just before the Switch was about to come out, and he was like, they're not making the Switch to compete with the home console market. They're making it to kill the Vita. And that's essentially what they did, because it was better than the Vita, performance-wise, and like people started moving all their Vita games over to the Switch or to PC. So most Vita games are on the Switch or on PC. I thought you were going to say Japan likes small things because of another reason. Oh. And with that note, I think that is my cue to say I am tired. So, I think we're going to call it a stream. It was a lot of fun to jump back into Dynasty Warriors 5 Special. I still have so much more to play. I haven't finished, like, nearly half of the stories. So, this will likely be on the poll for the week after next week. The next live stream is going to be for Xenoblade Chronicles X, where we start playing through the story. And I'm excited to do that because I've been wanting to play that for so long. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe to the second channel, Gildart Gameplay, where you can find the live stream VOD for this over there on Wednesday at 8 o'clock a.m. Atlantic time. I am struggling to find words, so I'm just going to say good night to everybody. Come join the Discord where the conversation continues. And of course, I will see you all in the next stream.